Hello, everybody, and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. And just so you know that there were disclaimers coming up that if you have depression, anxiety, and it might not be suitable to be watching or playing this game. And this game is not, so far what I've heard of this game is not child friendly. I'm just entering a random name. That's all. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air. She's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is named Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it kind of works out because you know each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I feel almost better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle at the front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe because I decided to stop and wait for you? You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Thomas. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Thomas, have you decided what club you want to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm not sure. I'm sure it's possible I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she was talking about. Sierra likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die if I thought you become a NEET in a few years because you're not used to real world. I don't know what a NEET is. Trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look for a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself be lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I am the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of class, but then I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement. So I thought, know what? Well, you could come to my club? Say, Ori. Yes? There's no way I'm going to your club. Hey, Mimi. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. Sorry guys, I had to yawn. My sleep schedule's been kind of erratic due to my insomnia, so I'm like, that said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring a new member. Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned this all out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Sorry about the lack of voices. I only have a certain range. Some people understand. I'll try my best. I'll try as best I can, but there's not much I can do for voices. I really wish I could. Thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. Sayori is full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, new member is here. I told you, don't call me new member. I glance around the classroom. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, Thomas. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of really cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sasori? Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure... Ooh, sorry about that, guys. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Oh, sorry. She's also one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody, Sayori says quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say that. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears to be comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you've already met Monica. Is that right? That's right. Oh, now I can't do that. It's too close to Yuri's voice. It's great to see you again, Thomas. Monica smiled sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come, sit down, Thomas. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Sayori mentioned it had been widened so that there is one spot next to Monica and one spot next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yori walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward. Sorry, guys. I just keep yawning. I'm so sorry. I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches up to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil from the tray, revealing a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate are used to make the ears. I don't know. I just don't trust Monica. She just has that weird pose and stuff. I don't really like her. But, I mean, you guys may know, but please, in the comments, do not do spoilers for me. If you have any tips, anything that could help me, I'd be more than happy to... I'd be ecstatic to have them, but as soon as you spoil something, I will ban you. And I know I'm just a beginning channel, and most people say in the beginning you can't afford to do that, but I can. Because it's not just for me, it's for the people who want to watch along. And I know other people have already played this, but I like it. It's a cute little game so far. Let's keep going. Actually, let's save. One thing you guys will definitely learn is that I am a spastic saver. So cute. I had no idea you're such a good baker, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with a mouthful and already manages to get icing all over her face. I mean, I don't understand how people could take a bite with the frosting on it. I'm one of those weird people that licks the frosting off and then eats the cupcake. I know. I never really thought about it before, but that's kind of weird. Oh well. Everyone has their own quirks. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers. I look for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice she's sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Yeah? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you know, dummy. Alright. I give up. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each one of us before setting down the teacup next to the... Sorry, guys. Next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself be intimidated by Yuri. Just try to. Ugh, I'm sorry. Let me start again. Eh. Don't let yourself get intimidated by Yuri. Ugh. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. Oh, sorry, I totally messed up that sentence. Now it's like, now I understand how the other YouTubers that I personally watch, like Cinnamon Toast Ken, when they try and read something, it's like you can see it, but you have a hard time reading it. Eh, that's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I mean, I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime of mine, but at least I enjoy tea. But I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems to really be happy here, so... Hold on a minute, guys. I'm going to take a drink. My throat's getting dry. Ooh, that's better. That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, I mean, see what I'm talking about? This pose is weird and unnatural. I don't like it, and I don't trust her. I mean, when the game first came out, I saw Jacksepticeye's playthrough, but honestly, it's been so long I have barely remember anything about it. All I know is it goes from cutesy to screwed up real quick, and the disclaimers were pretty much the hint for that. Alright, onwards and upwards. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. I feel like it feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for new events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But to make school sorry, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so diligent or so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Thomas, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way to answer that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuku's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traced the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsman behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story is such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems severely reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I could relate to on a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if the story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, I just dot dot dot. Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind at the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give it back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just so as cute as you are. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing itself, writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if we share work, you can set example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess that's the same for you, for Yuri. Oh, I want to read everyone's poems. We all just sat in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Question mark. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's look at home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bonds of our club. Isn't that right, Thomas? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now we're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth with what has been on my mind the entire time. I never said I was joining this club. Sarah may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made it any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls are staring back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought. Thomas. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing a poem is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lit up. Yes, I'm so happy! Fiori wrapped her arms around me and jumped up and down. Hey! You really did scare me there for a moment. If you really came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then, that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. And thanks, I guess. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can now officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting, so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Thomas, I'm looking forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Thomas, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walked home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the clubroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wandered back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. I don't trust Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day at the school and literature club? Maybe not. Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Or you'll try and something weird will happen. That's my feeling anyway. I have a feeling that something weird is going to happen when you try to get close to one of them. It's going to be weird. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of the circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, guys, well, I am going to leave it here. This will give you a good chance. Tell me, who do you think I should go after, and I will go with that. Alright, see you guys next time.